Hello, everyone. My name is Danny. This review is for the movie called The Aeronauts. This is a 2019 film. It is rated PG-13. It runs an hour and 40 minutes, and it stars Felicity Jones, Eddie Redmayne, and Himesh Patel. Three of what I would call some of the best actors today, all in the same movie. Okay? The description is balloon pilot Amelia Wren and scientist James Glacier find themselves in an epic fight for survival while attempting to make discoveries in a gas balloon in the 1860s. This is The Aeronauts. Well, hello everyone. Thank you for watching this video. Um, this is one that I'm going to be on the fence for a while. Um, I had to think about this last night. I watched it pretty late before bed, and I had to think on it this morning about what to rate it and what to think about it. And uh, it's with a sorrowing heart that I have to review this, but I have to keep things moving. And I tell you, this is a really good movie. Really good. I can't tell how good it is, but it's tough for me. Being a reviewer, being a critic, whatever you want to call it, I have to come up with weak points of a movie, and there are some. Um, I, I, I think my biggest criticism of this movie is wishing that it was done differently. I've been thinking about that for a while this morning here, and I really wish they would have structured this movie differently because it would have made sense, it would have flowed better, and I don't really understand why people have to do their movies so differently all the time. But this one goes, you know, balloon, which is the main part of the story, right? That's why we're watching the darn thing. And then it'll go doing some backstory, and it'll come back to the balloon, and then it'll go do more backstory, and that stuff goes in order, pretty much. But like, I don't understand why I can't just do the backstory and then do the whole balloon adventure in real time. Don't know why people can't do that. I think my idea would have helped the movie a lot more. I think it would have flowed a lot better. I love all the parts about the balloon. I don't really care for the backstory stuff. Not in this movie. It doesn't seem to really do anything. The backstory doesn't. They're in the 1860s where women are not viewed very favorably and everything. We already know that. I think most people watching this movie know that. I wish they would have just, gone through the story if they really felt like they needed to tell us that, and then do the balloon stuff and gone through it. I think it would have helped the movie so much more. So, I don't get that. So, what else is there, right? The way they handled this movie is kind of like a Wizard of Oz or something kind of dreamy. When it starts, they're at this area and they're making a show of it, and they're going to take off, and all these people are going to see it because it's historical, and it's a big deal. So I'm glad they painted it out like that, but it seems to be a real show, and once they get going, it's a real adventure. It's a real fight for survival. It's a real, scientific, really meaningful thing that's happening. And so you have to go from almost amazement to, being shocked and being invested very seriously. And so there's lots of emotion to this movie. That's great. I think that it gets so killed when they go to the backstory, and that's just kind of, it kind of recurs throughout the movie, and It's nice to get to know people. It's nice to know what they've gone through or what their, things are. And Patel gives a nice little speech about 3/4 of the way through the movie, and we get to find out that Amelia didn't want to go through with things, and obviously we know she did. So I mean, it's things like that it's like, why are we watching this? Why do we have to get told this? Why do you have to spin your wheels and act like things aren't going to happen when you've already shown, like two or three or four scenes of them in the balloon? Like, we obviously know that they're going on this excursion, and anything that might have stopped it didn't. So I just don't understand. I think that's really the weak part of this movie. It's going to hurt it. Um, I have to advise watching this movie for sure because of the glory of it in the clouds and the amazement of this balloon up in the sky. The first time supposedly that people really had this, the record-setting trip that it was, the things and effects throughout history since they had this for meteorology and everything. Just it's unspeakable effects of what this balloon trip had. And so that's amazing. It blows the mind. You can have discussions for days on the effects of this movie and what it has on our real life. So that's all great and good. And Felicity and Eddie. I was really hoping Eddie would be a little different because I really couldn't connect to the Fantastic Beast movie. He's done some other like love story movies that I just haven't really gotten that much into, but I know he's a good actor. I want to like him, but sometimes I can't understand him. Sometimes I can't follow his characters and his ideas, and sometimes he's been in a movie like Fantastic Beasts where he doesn't really have to be all that great. The movie's just full of stuff, and he's just kind of the center of it. But this one was sort of like that because there's this big balloon speaking for him, and but he still plays it up very well. He's a very good character. He's a very good actor. I want to like Eddie Redmayne. If you liked any of his movies, please let me know in the comments. But I've tried to connect to him. I want to like him. I'm cheering for him. I want him to make better movies, and I think this is a really good one. So Felicity Jones is amazing in this, stellar. I don't know if she's ever done anything like this. If she has, I want to watch more of it because this movie is phenomenal and what they go through, and maybe a lot of it's video production and all that, but I just don't care in the moment. It's just such a thrill ride that you have got to put yourself into this and see what comes out of you. You just be gasping on some of the scenes. It's amazing. So, with everything said, with the effects of this movie, what it has in it, what it details, the little bit of badness of the backstory stuff, I just wish that they would push this and make people watch this movie because of what it has in it, what it's about, the effects of it, the impact of it, and I'm gonna give the Aeronauts a B plus. I can't give it any better grade than that because I just can't watch it again and again and again. But it's something to be exposed to. People need to give themselves a chance to watch this and just experience what it has one time at least because of what it has in it, who it has in it. Patel is one of our best actors today. I'm kind of sorry that he wasn't the main character, but he played a good character in what he had. He always kills it. So, yeah, I don't want to keep drawing on and on because I want people to watch this movie, and I can't say enough about it to really influence you other than what I've said. So I'm going to leave it there, but please give the Aeronauts a chance. Please seek it out. This is a great movie that has a really great theme and action and adventure, and it is completely worth it, especially for children. It'd be a great history lesson to learn in the times that we're in. we all need something to watch, some 2 hours to kill here and there. This would be a great history movie for some younger people that could understand what's going on. So a B plus for the Aeronauts. Thanks a lot, guys. My name's Danny. If you like this or any of my other videos, try and get some of them watch. Like and subscribe to my channel if you would. Enjoy your movies. Thanks.